On the phone is Ted Nieves, the Suffolk County Deputy Inspector. Inspector, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, great. It's really great that you're calling in here because we're trying to get as much information to the public as possible. In your assessment thus far, where's the most vulnerable area in Suffolk County? We just heard that they're doing rescues in the Mastic area.
Well, it would seem that the hardest hit areas are those areas of the county south of Montauk Highway. We've had continuing reports of extensive flooding in those areas.
And are you involved with rescue efforts? Have you even gone down that road? Because it looks like you're mostly going to be looking toward the morning into assessments.
Well, the Department of Fire Rescue and Emergency Services has been coordinating resources from federal, state, and local municipalities, and we have done some rescue operations when people have called for assistance. So we will continue to do that through the evening as required. And if anyone needs assistance to utilize the 911 system.
Inspector, where's the most vulnerable area? Because we've heard about flooding in Babylon and Mastic, and then further east. Where do you see the greatest vulnerability right now?
Well, it's difficult to say. As I stated, the entire south shore of the island has seen extensive flooding. So actually any coastal area or any area bordering one of the many rivers or inlets, those are the areas that have been of the greatest concern.
What is the communication right now with the Suffolk County? Is Suffolk County Executive Steve Bellone? Have you been able to speak with him into the evening here? Because I would imagine that you're on some shifts.
Well, the county executive is directing operations from the Emergency Operations Center in Yaphank. Here at the police operations center, we're mainly concerned with police response. And as I said, Fire Rescue Emergency Services is coordinating the responses of all agencies to maximize efforts in whatever way they need to be utilized.
And Inspector, what do you see as the biggest issue as daylight breaks here? Because you're going to see a brand new picture.
Well, obviously, people have to continue to be cautious. We recommend that if their homes are viable, obviously, to remain there. There will be down power lines, down trees, branches and trees that may be in precarious positions. So people, even though the weather may begin to improve, people should still use caution and be aware of their surroundings.
Yes, certainly the prudent thing to do. Thanks for joining us and calling in here. Suffolk County Deputy Inspector Ted Nieves, we appreciate your time, as always, so we can bring Long Islanders the most recent information. Thanks for calling in.
My pleasure.
All right. And we're following a developing story right now here on Long Island. A home in Lindenhurst went up in flames. Take a look at this. This is South 6th Street in Lindenhurst. Now, we have no word right now if anyone was hurt. We're told this is the second house fire on the street within the last 24 hours. We're going to bring you more information as it becomes available. And we also learned earlier this evening there were about 30 fires they were working on in the Nassau County area. That was according to Nassau County Executive Ed Mangano. We head now to Babylon, where some of the most severe flooding took place, and Christine Insiga.
They're at Brentwood High School right now, one of the many shelters that are being used throughout the island during what they are calling potentially life-threatening storm at this point. We're told, close to 300 people who are using the facility right now. You could certainly see a lot more as the night goes on. I'm joined by one gentleman who heeded the warning to get out of his home and come here. Alex, why don't you tell us why you decided to come?
Well, I decided to come because even though I'm not directly in a flood zone, I decided that I'd be safer coming to this shelter rather than in my apartment where I don't have a safe room that has no windows. So I figured I'd be a better help being out here in the shelter helping those who around here rather than just being holed up in my apartment with no power.
You're coming here to get some supplies and to also pitch in and help out.
That's correct.
Very nice of you. Were you not feeling safe at home at one point, or what was the point where you're like, I gotta get out of here?
It was just early in the morning. I figured if I had the opportunity to come here while I still could, might as well just take it. That's why I decided to come here.
And how about
It's ridiculous. 2 deaths at this storm, one in Roslyn and one in
I
Queens.
believe since they
Hi,
are
Simon.
not in the flood zone, they would
Can I say?
be staying so.
Sigh.
How long do you plan to stay? Any idea?
Until they give the all clear.
You see his ears and head.
Me being able to drive back to my apartment.
Okay.
So.
All right, good, Alex. Thank you very much. Again, Alex, just one of close to 300 who are here at this point. We're told they have close to 1,000 cots available. Plenty of more room if anybody is watching this and you are in one of those mandated areas. They're telling you to get out. Heed those warnings now. Everyone is telling you this is a very, very serious storm. Plenty of room and supplies, food and water here for you folks. We're in Brentwood tonight. Christina, NSYNC News 12, Long Island.
Indeed, we have people in shelters throughout the island of Nassau and Suffolk County. As far as electric, this is pretty substantial. This is record-breaking, according to LIPA right now. 852,000 homes without electricity. Just numbers over the top. And we had spoken with LIPA earlier this evening, and they're doing their best. Obviously, they've brought people in from out of state. The whole East Coast here, though, the Newark and Eastern area, really suffering, and they're going to do their best to get out there and do assessments at about 7 o'clock this morning, daybreak, to really take a look at what's going on and do their best to get power back on again. The biggest outage right now is in Hempstead, 207,000 homes without power. We're going to head right now to Woodbury. That's where we find Andrea Grimes. She's been checking out the roadways, lots of downed trees there, and once again without power.